All right, what's up, y'all? It's King Blake checking in. More current events to discuss and break down. I just wanted to go over this video real quick. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, had a press conference today, and he spoke on a few things. He definitely spoke about Kyrie and how, people were trying to make light of this whole vaccination thing with whether he could play at home games. We're going to break that down in another video. But he also spoke about how people are documenting what they, pulling out their camera phones on the police when they are making these arrests. And he pretty much speaks to how the police think about it. And you get a good little insight into their mentality. So check this out. Let's break this down.
And other crimes with others, if people didn't document it, what's your message to the community when they want to document what's going on? We're trying to stay safe, getting guns off the streets.
Without a doubt, and that is one thing that we're going to do. We're going to teach the public how to properly document.
We're going to teach the public how to properly document. You know that? You know what that's slang for. That's code for there's going to be legislation on the way. But I'll get into that.
De-escalate that dispute. They should have someone standing over with a camera while the arrest is done. They should not have to worry about someone standing over. If an officer is on the ground wrestling with someone that has a gun, they should not have to worry about someone standing over them with a camera while they're wrestling with someone. If an officer is trying to prevent a dispute from taking place and de-escalate that dispute, they should have someone standing over their shoulders with a camera in their face, yelling and screaming out there at them without even realizing what the encounter is all about. There's a proper way to police and there's a proper way to document. If your iPhone can't catch that picture with you being at a safe distance, then you need to upgrade your iPhone. Stop.
Notice, if your iPhone can't take that picture from a safe distance, then you need to upgrade your iPhone. Legislation is on the way. Just listen. Just keep listening.
On top of my police officers while they're carrying out their jobs. That is not acceptable and it won't be tolerated. That is a very dangerous environment you are creating when you're on top of that officer who has an understanding of what he's doing at the time, yelling police brutality, yelling at the officer, calling them names. Now he has to worry about who's behind them. Is he part of the process that he's trying to de-escalate? That has gotten out of control. You can safely document an incident, but we can use that footage to analyze what happened. But that's not what's happening right now in our city. We're finding people who are standing on top of the officer while he's involved in a dangerous encounter. Not acceptable. It's not going to continue to happen.
Thank you.
All right. So what you get from that, right? If you really pay attention to the way everything is moving, he's letting you know this is what the complaints are from his officers when he's sitting in these meetings with them and they going over what issues they having with the community. Because I know, me personally, especially in New York, at least once a week I see videos of people with the camera. Yeah, take your badge off, you dickhead. I'll fuck you up right now if you ain't had that badge. Take your badge off. Let's go. Da, da, da. Those type of encounters with the community, it does not do anything to help the relations with the police and the community, even though I do think that every now and then if one of the cops was to just catch a fair one of those guys, it might go a long way. Like, yo, they might respect Johnny Appleseed a little bit more if they know that he he willing to take off his badge and have a quick little man-to-man. But that's breaking the law, so we wouldn't advise that, right? But I'm just saying, when those things probably come up in their meetings, the cops are now probably using those as examples to say, like, yo, they're not respecting us. They're using these cameras to pretty much stay on top of us and try to govern us on the street and police us. And they don't know a lot of times the situations, and that's correct. We don't, sometimes people don't know the situations that the cops are dealing with, but I don't think that's the overwhelming amount of incidents that they speaking to. I think they really can't stand the fact that people are able to pull out their camera phones and talk shit to them now. So, with that said, if you listen to these key points he was hitting, doing it from a safe distance and all this extra stuff, don't be surprised if in the next couple months there will be some legislation about how to record police officers. He said we're going to show y'all how to properly do it. So just know that might probably be in the works sooner than later. Especially he was a former police officer, and you would think he would be more understanding because he said to the people that he once himself suffered some police violence on him, right? So that got a lot of black people to vote for him. But now that he's in office, his actions speak a little bit louder than his words. So we see what Tommy on and what team he on. You get me, you get me. But it's just something interesting to watch. And like I said, mark my words, legislation is coming. Y'all ain't gonna be sitting there with your camera phones talking about, yeah, you dickhead, da 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 da. They coming for y'all. They sick of that. Yo, like, subscribe. I'm out of here.